Alright, budget bus conversion part 9, not so budget bus conversion. Last time I was talking about this monitor for the tanks, and I just went online, got their schematic on how the wire is real simple. You just drill holes in the tanks, the gray, the fresh, and the black, and there's like a little screw in. You just drill like a 3/8 hole, and there's like a little probe that goes in, and it's got some leads coming off of it, and you just hook it on and then run the signal back to here, and then the neutral goes, you know, to the bus neutral. But man, it's pretty bitchin'. You know, you just hit it. It shows gray, it's empty, black, fresh is full, and batteries, and then the propane. So man, I'm really stoked on that. And let's see what else we did. Oh, I made straps for the curtains. This is just like straps. You strap shit to your truck or your car, and put some snaps on there. This one just screws into the wall, and then you know you set the other one through the strap, and look, it worked out pretty good. And then also we got the seats. These are I got these online. They're used. They're out of a there's an 06 GMC van. It's kind of the same work van as what I sit in every day to drive to work. It looks tight, but you know it's doable, and it can slide and it can tilt. Because you know there's a lot that you got to be up on it to see over. So yeah, these are really cool. And we had seat covers put on, black, but yeah, those came out cool. This one's not bolted, and it just bolted it through the floor with grade 1 bolts and you know, nuts. This one here isn't bolted in the passenger because I'm getting a swivel for it, so you know, so it can swivel, so lady can reach back and hit the kids when they're acting up. So and then I changed. Yeah, I put these straps everywhere in the bus, you know, to pull back the curtains. And then I changed. This had the white, no big deal, but it was just something that bugged me kind of. I changed it to black and then white font. Okay, now I thought we'd go. Oh, I got the door in too. I was going to get a new door, but I talked to some guy online, and he told me how to fix it up. And what I did was just painted it basically, and then you know, rehung it. And what it is on the bottom, it was all rusted out. I just got some like angle sheet metal from the job site, the box builders. Hooked me with that, thanks. And just put it on there, bolted it through, and man, you know, it works good. You know, it's a little beat, but you know, fuck, it does it. So I thought we'd go outside the bus because the inside is basically done, except for, you know, bolt that down when the swivel comes. But basically, that's pretty much it in here. So on the outside, we got on the windows. I just got like flat sheet. I think this is like it's like 1/8 inch. It might be a little thinner. And just primered it and then screwed it on. Put some butyl behind it. It looks a little Mad Max, but you know, once the whole bus is painted, I think it'll blend right in. These are the vents. It's like a horseshoe vent. This is the vent from the sink, because I couldn't get to the roof on this one, so they have these. Just drill a hole, bring your vent out for your plumbing, put this cap on it, and it vents like that, which is really cool. This is where I put the propane tank, and I was trying to figure out what to do here. There used to be like a box here, so I ripped the box out, and I got a 24 gallon tank, and mounted it right here. What I did was I took angle iron, cut it, primered, painted it, and then bolted it to the frame. Then bolted it to the bottom. It comes across and bolts up to here. This top, same on that side. And then just put the tank in there, and then it bolts, you know, to the angle iron. And then on the front here, I just put some more here to kind of block it in. And this was the old door that was this was the old door that was up front in the cab. It had like the fire extinguisher, the axe and stuff when they were hauling kids. And I just cut it. Man, it worked out bitchin', you know. And then you know, here's your gauge, and this wire goes to that monitor that was inside the bus. You fill it, turn it on, And then what I did, came out here on a brass 90, came around, put some keys. So this is to like your fridge. I gotta label them to your fridge, to the furnace, to the stove, to the hot water. And I had these. I probably would have liked better to use like a 3/8, but I had already these 1/4 inch ones, and you know they worked out good. So you know, screw it. Put those in. Put a little strut here with a Hydrosorb, and then these are propane hoses, and they run out. So you know, hopefully it works. And then that's a 2-stage regulator right there. But I'm really stoked how this came out too. I got to put a lock here, and then later I'm going to enclose it with sheet metal, just to keep the debris from the road hitting it. And then right here, these doors here, you just cut the bus. I used a grinder with a cutting blade. This is your water fill, and then this is your you know, if you want to be hooked up all the time, you know, it bypasses the pump and just feeds all your fixtures. And then this one here, this is for the power when you want to be plugged in. Oops. Right here, and I got the cord because I was charging the batteries. But anyway, this runs to the power box that charges the batteries. And then once you plug in, you know, you can use your AC, your microwave, and then your 120-volt receptacles in the bus. And this is like, I think it's 30-footer. Just goes in there and closes up. And then coming around here, this is the back of the bus here. The same thing here, sheet metal. Well, it's, you know, it's flat, so it's thicker than sheet metal. On these windows up there where the old lights used to be too. And for the door, this, you know, this is what it came out. I put a lock here. Unfortunately, you know, we have to use fucking locks, lock our shit up. But this is the back. And I don't know if you can see under here, this is under the bed. So we have storage here, and on this side, storage on that side too. And then this is the hose, you can see the shit hose to drain the black tanks, and the hose to fill it. Painted it all black. And then coming around here, it's kind of tight around here, but this is where the hot water is, hot water tank. It's like a 6-gallon hot water heater. Same thing here, I just took a peanut grinder to here. This is kind of tough to cut on here. But once you get through it, it slides right in, and it's just some butyl, and it screws in. And then the propane hooks here. And then same thing here. This is the furnace here. Same thing, you just cut it with a grinder, and I slid it in. And there's the blower. And then the other one is a vent for the refrigerator. It has to have that vent. That's where, you know, the exhaust in and then comes out the top. And then right here is where you would dump your black tanks. You know, you just undo the cap and then pull the plug, and then that's the black this side, and this is the gray. It's kind of hard to see how I mounted the tanks, but what I did was took flat steel, heated up and bent it, and then bent it, you know, so it's like a saddle, and then bolted it to the frame, and then it saddles the tanks in there. And then it's just ABS black piping, and then on top you just you hole saw a hole, put like a grommet, and then in a pipe clamp, and then the ABS slips into the top, and then, you know, dumps in the gray or the black water. And then this is the vent off the tank for the gray. The black vent though goes up to the roof. And then so that's it on the tanks. What we're doing now, I took off the stickers that were on the bus, and I'm starting, and I power washed it. Try to chip off as much paint as I can. It's really tight back here, but you know, it is what it is. So I'm starting to sand the bus to get it ready for paint. I did paint the bumper, and this is just like a satin black. You know, cleaned it up, sanded it, primered it, and then hit it That's just Rust-Oleum satin black. I think it came out pretty bitchin', you know. And then coming around here, I'm hitting the sanding on this too. There's a lot of drips from the previous painter, so I got to sand those down. So that's why I marked it with the tape. And then this is the front bumper over here.
Be quiet, please.
This is the front bumper that painted the same way. It came out all right. And as far as painting the actual, I thought I was gonna go like a hot rod flats. They said this stuff's really easy to spray on, man. There's not much prep. You know, I'm not a professional painter, so they say it's more for the guy at home to you know, paint his ride, and it comes out, I think, either like a light gray or a dark gray primer. And then so one of those, I gotta sand it down. I got the sanders out, hit it with 400 grit, and then probably go like red on the wheels. And then on the top you can see the vent, and you see how high the AC is. That's how it mounts. Okay, I think that's about it. Because the kids are nuts, and then now I'm gonna go beat the shit out of them. All right, I'll talk. That's it.